Hello and happy holidays. On this episode, I'm gonna make the traditional Meat Yule Log. It's a staple in our family that goes back many generations, brought over from our ancestors in Norway. Nah, that's not true. I'm making it for the first time right here. All right, but before we get to it, I would like to introduce my wife to help us get even further into the festive spirit. Dun 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 dun, this is Lindsay. Actually, I wanted to introduce the vest, but you should meet her as well. So my mother, lover, made this vest in 1997 for her sisters and another friend. She made 9 of them. We can only hope they all still exist. We have one, love it, embellished it a little bit, but when you start with awesome, it only gets better. And this turtleneck belonged to my grandmother. So thanks, Linz. Appreciate the cameo. So let's make that Meat Yule Log. Hi, I'm Jeff from the Grill Outdoors, and for this Meat Yule Log, I'm going to keep the ingredients pretty simple. I like to keep them fairly simple just because when I have people over, I don't know their exact tastes and I want everybody to be happy, so I keep it pretty straightforward. So for this meat log, I will be using bacon, which I actually have in the refrigerator. I keep it in the refrigerator so that it stays cool, so it's easier to work with when I'm making my weaves. We also have 2 pounds of ground pork. We have a mixture of onions and jalapenos. It's 2 onions and 1 medium yellow onion, and I cooked them until the onions were translucent. We also have barbecue sauce and barbecue rub, and 4 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese and 8 ounces of cream cheese. Pro tip, keep it in your pocket until you need it so that you get it down to room temperature. So I also laid out plastic wrap over my work surface when later I'm doing the bacon weave. It helps to bring the weave off of the work surface. So you'll see that later. So let's get going. First thing I'm gonna do is grab our cream cheese and our cheddar cheese and mix it up. I forgot to put on my gloves, so I'm gonna grab some gloves real quick. We don't live in a perfect world, so there you go. All right, we got the cheeses mixed up. Now I'm gonna grab the bacon. When I lay out a bacon weave, I like to lay out 2 sides. That way I know how big the bacon weave will be. All right, we have 2 sides laid out, so now we'll continue completing the weave. And when I'm doing this too, when I pick the bacon, I like to pick thinner, straight bacon. The straighter it is, the easier it is to weave. So as you're weaving, you'll lift one slice up, put the other slice underneath it, and put the slice on top of that one. Just keep alternating. All right, we have 1 row done. Now we'll do the next row. So what we want to do is pull it down every other piece that's under the piece going here, and start working the other way, working your way to the top. Alrighty, I have the bacon weave done. Now I will patty out the 2 pounds of pork sausage and put that on top of the bacon weave. When I spread the sausage out, I try to keep it in a little bit on the outside edges, so then when I roll it up, the bacon can fold over a little bit. So, all right, we got it pretty spread out. So now what I want to do is apply some barbecue sauce. Take off my gloves so I don't get cross-contamination, and I like to just pour some out on here. Let's try. See, oh, I was gonna make a smiley face, but it's more like a cyclops with a really, yeah, let's just, yeah. All right, so we'll spread out some barbecue sauce on it. I use Sticky Pig barbecue sauce. Been using them for 20 years, stand by them. They're pretty killer. Nice, sweet sauce. All right, let's get that spread out. Then come through after that and sprinkle on some barbecue rub. Again, Sticky Pig. They're out of Missouri. Buy their sauces by the case. Don't worry, I don't get anything from them. I just really dig them, so that's why I endorse them. So, all right, I'm gonna grab some gloves again. And now we'll spread on our cream cheese and cheese mixture. There's nothing pretty or elegant about this, so let's just get it on there. So when I spread out the cheese, I like to again leave the cheese indented a little bit from the sausage. So when we roll the sausage, we can squeeze the end shut and the seam to help keep the cheese inside. So the last step is I take the jalapenos and onion mixture and sprinkle that over as on top. So that's all the ingredients. Now we need to roll it up. So we start with the sausage. We just work it up from the edge of the bacon. I always start closest to me and roll away. Got a little split seam back here, but nothing to worry about, nothing that we can't close up. And once you get it rolled up, then come to it. And I just squeeze and pinch the ends together until we got a closure. Same thing on the other end. Kind of push it together a little bit if you want as well. Roll this up a little bit. Get to your seam. Push that as closed as well. Kind of pinch it all over just to get it together. Bacon back up on your weave, and just roll the whole thing towards you in the plastic wrap. The meat log is made, booyah! So, it's time to go throw it on the grill. I have my pellet grill heated up to 250 degrees. We're gonna put this bad boy on till we get an internal temperature of 165. Should take us about 3.5 hours. Then we'll bring it back in and we'll go to the next step. The meat log is off the grill. So it was out there for about 3 hours exactly at 250. I brought it up to an internal temperature of 172 just because I wanted to get a little more crispness on the bacon. So behold the beauty of the log. So the next step in making our Meat Yule Log is to pipe on some mashed potatoes to make it look similar to tree bark. So let's give this a go. Oh, so there we go. Potatoes are a little thick coming through here. This is the first time I've ever done this, so. The beauty of tree bark though is it's not perfect, so we have some liberties we can take. Shall I sing a song while I do this to pass the time? Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a vintage Mustang or a vintage Harley Davidson. All right, this is looking pretty fun. I got the mashed potatoes piped on. I got my oven set at 450. I got it on a cookie sheet. I'm gonna throw it in the oven for about a half an hour, I'm thinking. We'll pull it out and see what it looks like. All right, wish me luck. All right, we have our masterpiece out of the oven. Let's take it off the cookie sheet and get ready to plate it. All right. It's looking good. So let's straighten it out a little bit. I'm going to serve it right on this cutting board. So let's cut off the ends to expose those. You see the steam coming off of that. So it's looking pretty good. You can see the smoke ring around the outer edge here. That's where the smoke has actually penetrated into the meat. You can see some of the cream cheese and cheese filling in here. And you can't see it so much, but you can see the pinwheel shape on the outside here. That'll be just brilliant on the inside, I hope. So, all right, let's clean it up a little bit. All right, I got the cutting board cleaned up. Let's put the trimmings around this and make it look presentable. I just went outside and cut down some tree branches, so let's use them up. Just looking for some cutie patooties to use. Okay, let's start with this and see where it takes us. Pretty much making this up on the go. Taking all those years of training as a theatrical scenic designer and putting them to good use. All right, let's just cut that one a little bit more. Set that bad boy in there. This one's just wanting to hide it. We don't want to hide it. We want to see it. All right, so how are we looking? Throw some of these in for color and make it beautiful. So pretty. So pretty. Maybe we want to lay one. Maybe we'll just go with that. Got some sweet pine cones. Lay some of those around, just spread them out. This doesn't scream, the festival is here. I don't know what does. And we got some mushrooms. Do we want to put some of those around? Maybe. I don't know. Why not? Let's put a couple in there. We want to be able to see this from all sides, so let's put a couple in over here. And also, I will have the recipes for the mashed potatoes and the Meat Yule Log, actually just a meat log, will be on or in the description. They're also at my website. If you want to check that out, that'd be cool. Oh yeah, Mr. Tall Mushroom. He wants to sneak in there maybe. Yeah, let's put him over there. As we all know, or maybe you don't, but odd numbers are more interesting than even, so I got a couple plots of 3 mushrooms. That makes this super interesting. Well, there you go. Not so bad, I don't think. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking it and subscribing to my channel. And ho ho ho, happy holidays. Peace out, stay fabulous.